become the pioneering and allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and leading national polytechnic university in the 21st century. With a national polytechnic university status, it will bring more opportunities for the university to further strengthen its academic programs and improve organizational performance as an institution for higher education. In pursuit for this vision, my mission for PUP is for it to recognize its catalytic role for national development. PUP will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities through a re-engineered polytechnic education. By re-engineering, we look into the existing processes and programs in order to achieve higher quality of academic programs and services following the principles of effectiveness and efficiency. With this mission in mind, I have formulated 10 pillars as my reform agenda for the university. Pillar 1. Dynamic, transformational, and responsible leadership. Empower academic and administrative leaders by following the core principles of good governance to create collective growth and unity. Here I would like to highlight an innovation by introducing the development of an integrity management plan to assess, plan, and implement anti-corruption strategies that will secure the institution against corruption and abuse. Likewise, asset management and resource generation will be aggressively pursued to ensure productivity and finance the implementation of the plans and projects for the university. Pillar 2. Responsive and innovative curricula and instruction. We aim to provide world-class polytechnic education that responds to national and global needs by developing intellectually challenging curricula and design academic programs that are based on industry demands to provide the learners with adequate and relevant competencies and skills and prepare them for a successful and rewarding careers. In a rapidly changing world, we recognize the paradigm shift in curriculum to outcome-based education with lifelong learning approach. Pillar 2 also sits on the framework of internationalization of Philippine higher education through transnational education by promoting academic mobility among faculty and students and global dimension into the curricula and teaching process. Pillar 3. Enabling and productive learning environment. Following education in Industry 4.0, we aim to increase and enhance the use of new technology to enable student learning and engagement, as well as advanced teaching process and methodology through new and state-of-the-art facilities that will support the overall learning and teaching experience in the university. Pillar 3 likewise includes campus development and the provision of conducive learning centers and facilities for students and faculty. Pillar 4. Holistic student development and engagement. We will empower students as well as rounded learners and active young leaders as we open opportunities for various academic mobility and venues for honing skills and personal development, being the principal stakeholder of the university. Recognize academic freedom as a form of self-expression and a platform to showcase students' intellect, skills, and creativity. Pillar 5. Empowered faculty members and employees. Likewise, we are looking into the holistic development of our faculty and employees as productive, competent, and experts in their respective fields. We will encourage our faculty roster through formal education, capacity building, research and extension initiatives, faculty immersion, and other academic engagements, both local and abroad. We will ensure that both our faculty and employees will have a vibrant career development path as public servants in this state university. Pillar 6. Vigorous research production and utilization. We will continue to strengthen the research culture in the university by promoting discovery and innovation through increasing disciplinary and collaborative research integration across academic disciplines to create new knowledge, utilize research findings, and develop innovative products. Pillar 7. Global academic standards and excellence. Achieve the highest levels of recognition in quality and compliance standards from CHED, AACUP, and other international accrediting and regulatory bodies for higher education. We will intensify our efforts to achieve and sustain better academic performance and continue to excel as a top-performing school in various professional licensure examinations and produce board top-notchers, as well as sustain our status of being the most preferred graduates of employers. Likewise, we aim to establish and to be recognized as centers of development and excellence in our academic programs. Pillar 8. Synergistic, productive, strategic networks and partnerships. Synergize and forge strategic linkages and partnerships across all sectors of society and the global community in line with the overall plans and programs of the university. Establish alliance with the government, industry sector, NGOs, and the academe will lead to resource sharing, program support, and research collaborations beneficial for all. Pillar 9. Active and sustained stakeholders engagement. Harness a healthy and harmonious organization by empowering all its stakeholders, both internal and external, through open communication networks, consultative and participative undertakings, and team-building activities, recognizing that all stakeholders can greatly contribute towards the betterment of the university. Pillar 10. Sustainable social development programs and projects. Expand access to education, knowledge building, and information dissemination through sharing of expertise and resources for community development. Support inclusivity approach and education by embarking on Education on Wheels, which aims to bring access to education closer to communities, following the principle of no one will be left behind. As the University of the People, we should bring the university closer to their hearts to serve their needs and extend assistance in mainstreaming public service. Our institution must continue to stand as one for the values that we have inculcated. For the past 115 years, we have exemplified our quest for truth, excellence, equity, relevance, effectiveness, integrity, and academic freedom. Lastly, I call upon each and everyone to join me in this journey. Together we stand as one para sa sintang paaralan para sa ating bayan.
Hi, I'm Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director of the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office. The role of our office is to provide connections among students and alumni. Provides complete range of services to students, alumni, and employers in the area of career development, graduates and professional schools preparations, employee relations, and campus recruitment.
sariling pamilya na. Kasi makakanin pa ako.
Now, the graduates of PUP, they're not only fun to work with, but you can rely on them. They are very, very dependable.
PUP graduates are persevering. They do not give up on challenges. The more they learn, the more they become subservient, humble, and grounded.
Reason why we prefer the PUP graduates is the fact that we notice that they have a common denominator. So whatever happens, they still work. Even if it's raining, they still come to work. You give them additional tasks, they'd accept. They are resilient.
Very passionate, excited. Because we can see that they're very dedicated with their job. And we've seen a lot of PUP graduates, not just in one department.
They turn out to adapt very well and adjust well to our company here in the Philippines. They're productive employees and they stay with us.
Integrity and ethics, drive for results, intellectual capacity, and adaptability. So when we hire PUPians, they have this kind of competencies.
Of course, they're very intelligent, responsible in a sense because whenever we meet these graduates and we ask them what are their future plans, they would always come up with answers like helping out their family, or because I'm done with school, I'll help out another sibling. You notice that these kids, even before they actually embark on certain, or they have goals in mind where you will help another sibling or at least support the family.
Whatever you give them, they know that if it's for the purpose of the job, they will do it. And so they have, they're the ones that survive the challenges of work. They don't shirk away from responsibility. They're the type who, whatever the job requires, they're up for the challenge.
Please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209 North Wing, 2nd floor.
Ang problema at simulan ay sangkap na ng buhay. Delikadong nagpapaalat, nagpapatamis at nagpapaangkat sa pagbabagan. Mga suliraning sumira na ng ilang pangarap. Ngunit hindi ang pangarap ng isang PUPian. Ito ang buhay ng isang profesor na nangarap, nagsumikap at nagtagumpay sa napili niyang daraan. Tunghayan natin ang buhay ni Professor Marlon Abia.
Dito, patay mo muna yan. Sabihin.
Hi, ako nga pala si Marlon Agoy, kasalukuyang guro dito sa Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas, 34 years old. Lumaki ako sa Sama at masasabi ko yung kabataan ko na mamahirap kasi lalo yung ako sa probinsya. Kailangan kong maglakad ng 3 kilometro ang layo bago marating ang eskwela. Hindi pa sumuntado yung mga daan. Kailangan namin maglakad kahit na maputik yung daan para lang marating ang eskwela. At kadalasan, dahil kailangan kong magulin yung oras ng klase ko, kadalasan hindi na ako nag-almusal, kapag-aaga, kahit walang laman ang sigura ko, tapos napakalayo pa ng lalakaran ko. Kaya doon pa lang ramdam mo na yung hirap eh. Pero hindi naman ako nanunumpat sa magulang ko na kasi hindi ko rin naman masisisi kasi talaga naman talaga. Ayoko magbigayin sila sa mga pangangailangan ko na hindi naman nila ibigay sa akin. Kasi nakikita ko rin yung nila. Nung graduate ako ng high school, kinailangan ko nang lumuwas ng Maynila. Nung dumating ako dito, ang unang problema, yung titirahan ko. Kasi wala nga dito yung mga magulang ko, nasa probinsya. So, ang nangyari, nakitira ako sa tiyuhin ko, yung kapatid ng mother ko. Nung dumating ako dito, hindi kaagad ako nakapag-aral ng college. Kinailangan ko muna maghanap ng trabaho. Kasi ang nasa isip ko noon, mag-save muna para sa tertiary education ko. Kasi talagang ang bala ko makatapos ng pag-aaral. Kailangan ko muna magtrabaho sa factory, sa food chain. Kung familiar kayo sa burger machine na walang guard, 36 hours ako nakabantay, walang pumapalit sa akin kasi yung kapalit ko ay nagkasakit. Yung mga ganong instance, yung mag-repack ng mga chichirya sa mga factory, naging repacker ako, no? Napakamura. Parang that time, 17 years old lang ako. Noong 2001, nagkaroon ng magandang balita. Magandang balita siya kasi nung time na yun, si President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, naglabas siya ng programa, yung President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo Scholarship. At itong scholarship na to, designed ito for less privileged students like me, yung mga hirap na hirap sa buhay, para ito sa mga talagang walang pampaaral. Kaya, ang ginawa ng tito ko, dahil alam niyang desidido ako makatapos ginawa ng paraan ng tito ko na makapasok ako sa scholarship. Kasi ang sistema kasi nun, barangay LGU muna, contact nila, DSWD. So, ayun, ang ginawa ng tito ko, nagpunta siya ng barangay sa Valenzuela, sa usap niya yung kapitan doon, pinagpasa ako ng mga requirements doon. Tapos nung naipasa ko yung mga requirements, in-evaluate nila at eventually, nakapasa naman ako doon sa scholarship. Hanggang sa nung nandito naman ako, nasa college na, nag-aaral na ako dito, mismo sa PUP, hindi pa rin natapos doon yung struggle ko. Unang-una, dahil Bisaya ako, lahat ng mga tao nakasalamuha mo, pag naririnig nila yung accent ng Bisaya, matatawa sila.
Threatening with piercing crowns to kill. All that attempt with eye or hand.
The fact na tumatawa sila sa accent ng Bisaya, sa accent ko bilang Bisaya, parang ramdam ko yung kahit paano, ramdam ko yung diskriminasyon ng mga, lalo ng mga Tagalog. Uuwi ako ng bahay ay alas 9 na ng gabi, yung oras ng dismiss sa klase dito sa PUP. Pagdating ko ng bahay sa Valenzuela, di ba medyo may kalayuan pa rin ang Valenzuela hanggang Santa Mesa. Lalo na nung time na yun, hindi pa ganun maayos yung NLEX. Kaya pagdating ko kung alas 9 ang tapos ng klase ko dito, dadating ako sa bahay mga 10:30 na o mga 11 na, gano'n. At pagdating ko ng bahay, ang haharapin ko doon, tambak-tambak na hugasan yun. Mga plato, kaldero, iiskisin ko pa yung isa-isa yung kaldero. Kasi ang negosyo ng tito ko, hindi pa rin nila. Nagtitinda sila ng mga ulam, kung ano ng pagkain. Tapos, ang nangyayari kasi, dahil sila nang nakababad sa init ina-expect ko na yun na iba naman ang nakatoka doon sa maghuhugas. Yun ang grabe ang hirap ko. Kasi, pagdating ko dito sa PUP, isipin nyo yung nakikinig ka sa klase, nakikinig ka ng turo ng teacher mo habang kumakalamang sigmura mo. Grabe hirap yun. Kasi gusto ko bang kumain, hindi ako makakain kasi ang takot ko. Baka hindi ako makauwi sa bahay namin sa Venezuela kasi sakto lang yung papasahin.
Relationships of various types of audiovisual materials as well as their individual position in the learning process.
Bibili lang ako ng kanin kahit walang ulam. Di ba libre yung soup? Libre yung soup sa mga dito sa PUP. May tasa naman yung sabaw. Diba? So, parang sabi ko, mairaos ko lang.
Ate, pwede kong makunin ng sabaw?
Kasi ayokong mamukhaan ng kantin eh. Ang gagawin ko, minsan, pupunta ako ng library, tutulog ko na ng tutulog. Tapos, pag-gising ko, kailangan ko nang pumasok sa next period, next class ko.
Marami ang nagtatanong kung ano nga ba ang kwento ng PUP. Ang hindi nila alam, ang kwento ng PUP ay ang kwento ng mga kabataan.
Ayoko sana kasi sabihin na magna cum laude ako, graduate ako na magna cum laude kasi ayokong isipin ng mga PUPians na napakatalino ko. Kasi graduate ako magna cum laude hindi dahil sa matalino ako, kundi dahil hardworking ako, determinado ako, at lalo't higit may faith ako sa taas. Kaya sabi ko nga sa mga estudyante ko, pag nakaramdam ka ng hirap, huwag agad magrereklamo. Konting hirap, huwag agad magrereklamo. Kung kinakailangan gawa ng paraan para masolusyonan yung problema, gawa ng paraan. Hindi ko naisip na sumuko. Kahit na ano man ang naranasan kong problema, kailanman, kung ano man ang gusto kong makating, ano man ang gusto kong maabot, paghihirapan ko yun, hindi kailangan ako susuko. At hindi vocabulary yung instructor audience.
Tunay na minsan ang buhay ay tila isang pagluluto. Hindi dapat minamadali ang proseso nito. Dapat ay marahang inihahanda ang lahat dahil minsan, ang tiyaga at tamang paghihintay sa mga rekado nito ang siyang mas magbibigay ng masarap na lasa ng buhay. Mahirap at minsay nakapagpagod, pero iba ang pakiramdam kapag lumabas na ang itinatagong lasa nito. Tampok ang mahirap ngunit matapang na pagkibaka sa buhay. Ang kwento ni Professor Marlon Agoy-Agoy.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababait.
Good morning, everyone. We are still waiting for our speaker. Wait. Yeah.
Sisimbutan lang sa madilim na yugto ng buhay. Kakambal ang determinasyon at paniniwala sa pagkabit ng matamis na tagumpay. Ito ang buhay ng isang propesor na nangarap, nanalig at nagsumikap upang maabot ang mga iting sa buhay. Saksihan natin ang buhay ni Professor Ben Andres.
Ako si Ben Andres, 60 years old, at electronics engineer by profession. Actually, ang aking nagmulan ay medyo malungkot. Lumaki kami isang baryo ng Lupao, Nueva Ecija, at doon ay nakatira kami sa gitna ng bukid na kung saan pag kami pumapasok sa eskwelahan, kailangang bagtasin namin ang kabukiran, mga almost 5 kilometers, ganun. Galing ako sa broken family. Ang aking ama kasi, nasirang ama, ay isang foreman ng construction na medyo may pagka-womanizer kung saan siya madistino, nagkakaroon ng relasyon. Kaya nung medyo mapuno na yung aking nanay, hindi uwi kami sa Nueva Ecija. Kaya kami natuloy sa gitna ng bukid kung saan doon kami lumaki. Nung second year high school, nung mamatay ang aking tunay na ama, ay nawalan na kami ng konting sustento, kung kaya't natigil din ako ng pag-aaral. 5 taon na akong hindi nag-aaral noon at gumagawa na lang din sa bukid kung anong trabahong makakatulong lang sa aking nanay. Nagkaroon niya ako ng stepfather at taga San Fernando, La Union siya. At doon, maraming pwedeng pagkakitaan sa San Fernando, La Union. At ang isang naging parte ng aking buhay doon ay nung ako'y ipasok sa construction ng Central Bank of the Philippines bilang regular na laborer. Nagtrabaho ako sa Central Bank of the Philippines at nung matapos yung project na yun, isinama ako sa Maynila ng aking mga project engineers. Atlantic Gulf and Pacific na Central Bank project, nag-umpisa ako bilang junior carpenter, gumagawa ng mga temporary office ng mga project engineers, gumagawa ng mga scaffoldings. Kung minsan naman ay ang kasama sa aking trabaho, nagiging kantero o mason ang tawag din sa amin noon, yung mga nagsisimento. So, yun yung aking naging trabaho sa Atlantic Gulf and Pacific noon. Nung dalhin niya ako ng agent rito sa Maynila, nagpasya akong mag-aral 3rd year high school. At tinapos ko yung high school ko in 3 more years. Meron akong kaklaseng nag-invite sa akin para kumuha ng entrance exam sa PUP. Sumama ako sa kanya. Maswerte namang naipasa ko, kaya nagpasya ako ang kuhanin, electronics engineering. Yun yung umpisa nun. Uwi ako ng Nueva Ecija ulit, nakigapas sa Anihan para magkaroon lang ng pang-enroll sa second year. Second year college, mga around 23, ganyan na ako noon. Mga 23 years old na ako. At katunayan niya nun, kinakantsawan ako ng mga kaklase ko. Kasi may edad na raw ako, bakit hindi na lang vocational ang kuhanin ko? Kaya lang, parang determinado ako. Yung nasa gitna ako ng bukid, madilim. Merong bumagsak na bulalakaw, yung falling star ba? At nag-wish ako.
Balang araw, magiging engineer din ako.
Kaya parang pinanghawakan ko yun na sa aking pangarap, sa aking goal sa buhay. Parang pinanindigan ko na rin. Ang aking trabaho ay may kinalaman sa pag-print production ng mga instructional materials. Na pang-electronics engineering. Dahil yung aking professor na may-ari no. Kaya habang ginagawa ko, natututo rin ako. At yung medyo negatibong epekto nga, kulang ka sa tulog, kung papasok ka as a regular student, pagkakataong inaantok pa sa klase, at ang performance mo siyempre, medyo nag-degrade din na pamamayaan yung konting academic requirements. Pag ganun gusto kong magkaroon ng sapat na oras sa pag-aaral, so kailangang balancing ko lahat ng aking commitment. O siyempre dito, na nakapagtapos ako, dahil walang ibang eskwelahan noon na talagang kakapagtapos ka ng engineering kung hindi dahil lang sa PUP. At naging mapalad din ako na ako ang isa sa dalawang unang na-produce na engineer ng PUP. Ako yung naging unang alumnus na naging department head ng electronics engineering. Ganun din, kauna-unahan din akong naging alumnus na naging dekano ng College of Engineering. Family-oriented dahil doon. At ganun din, sa buhay, hindi dapat maging hadlang yun para sa ating ambisyon. Sasamahan lang ng ating pagtsatsaga, susumikap, siyempre, yung ating spiritual na aspeto, huwag kakalimutan. Naakibat ko sa definition ng success. Na yung success, considered na acronym, yung S, seeing myself as a successful me. Na ako, yung U, unique, hindi ko kino-compare sa iba. So, unique as me. Pagkatapos, C, I consider C as controlling myself. Then another C for success is complying myself to be an achiever. Ganon. And yung E, I'm educating myself. Kasi sabi nga nila, learning is a continuing process. At yung S, sinasatisfy ko yung aking sarili, ano yung aking commitment, lahat ng aking commitment. At yung last S, yung sacrifice. Yun yung definition ko ng success.
Ang buhay ay tila isang malaking entabla kung saan kailangan ipakita ang pambihirang kakayanan para umani ng magatamis na pagbati at tropeyong higit pa sa material na bagay ang halaga. Yan ang pinatunayan ng kwento ng buhay ni Professor Ben Andres.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Good morning everyone. Good morning mga scholar ng bayan. And good morning to all our faculty and officials of PUP. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Can you hear me po loud and clear? Yes. May mga estudyante akong nagre-react na. So, kamusta po tayong lahat? Welcome po sa ating Balik Sintang Paaralan webinar series. And we have invited a speaker from the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource and Development. And he'll be sharing po his experiences and others para po kayo ay ma-inspire for this morning, for this morning's webinar. I want to thank also our Dean of the College of Engineering who is always with us po. Hello po Ma'am Ado, I love you for always supporting us po. And kumusta po ang ating mga estudyante? Kumusta po ang ating mga scholar ng bayan? Kaya pa ba? Lumalaban pa ba? Or Pagoda Philippines na? Sino yung mga pagoda na dyan? Ano na nga tayo? Ano yon? Smile emoticons. Ay, nagtaas si Manalo. Rachel, hindi pa tayo nagdi-defense, pagod ka na agad. So dapat after na ng defense yung pagod na yan. Okay? Bawal pong sumuko hanggat hindi pa nakakatapos sa pag-aaral, lalo na tayong mga PUPians ay walang mahina, walang weak. So please type a heart emoticons po kung tayo ay kicking and lumalaban para ma-energize ang lahat. There you go, maraming nag-heart. What about the others? Parang yung iba is just has joined us this morning para lang sa additional points sa final grade. Ano? Hindi ba? Okay, so welcome again to our Balik Sintang Paaralan, the PUP Alumni Webinar Series 2024. Our event for today will surely give us a lot of learnings about the talk. So I am Engineer Rulita L. Mahagway, the Chief Alumni Relations Services of ARCDO, and I am delighted to serve as your Master of Ceremony for today's webinar. So I believe you will find this session to be both enlightening and engaging. So if you have any questions or concern about this webinar, feel free to send me a message or a private message via Zoom chat in a polite manner. So again, I think we have conducted this webinar since I assumed as the Chief Alumni Relations Services of ARCDO for pang-apat na today. So the primary objectives of the Alumni Talk series are as follows. So to inspire the student for mentorship, encourage graduate to actively participate and volunteer in our community event, and mentorship networking to broaden the network of our community locally and globally, and of course, yung experience sharing, the knowledge sharing. So napakalaki po, and to really inspire all of you para maging katulad rin tayo ng ating mga alumni na sabihin nating nakaangat na sa buhay and nagtagumpay sa kanilang mga pangarap. So today, our topic is riding the waves for a million at 21. Wow, at 21, kumikita na ng millions. The unique journey of peculiar eyewear rather. So let's bring it on. Before we start, I'm going to go through some reminders to ensure the smooth flow of our program. Again, these are just reminders para maging maayos po yung flow ng ating event this morning. May I ask for the assistance from our tech team to share it on the screen? Medyo kamote yata ang ating internet. Okay? Ayan. Parang Sarah Geronimo, ikot-ikot lang, ikot-ikot. Please share again. So, for Baliksinta Alumni Webinar Series Virtual House Rules, number 1, number 4 na to. Please note that your microphones and cameras are automatically turned off as you enter the Zoom meeting. If you have questions from our speaker, please maximize the use of the chat box, which can be found at the bottom section of the screen, and comment section for our participants in the FB live streaming. Make sure your questions are concise and direct. Next, by joining this activity, you agree to participate in a recorded webinar that will be posted on related platforms such as websites, social media pages, and etc. Kindly have your name and what school or organization you are connected to in our Zoom meeting, and a digital certificate will be released 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct and be given to those who attended, participated, and completed the evaluation form at the end of the session. So we are always true to our promise. We have sent all the certificate from October, November, and December. And lastly, kindly visit the PUP Alumni Facebook page and YouTube channel, the PUPArc.tv, and don't forget to like and share the live stream video so that other students and alumni can also learn and be inspired by our webinar. Thank you, Tech Team. So, moving on to formally start with this morning's webinar, let us all listen to our University President, Dr. Manuel M. Muhi, for his opening remarks. Tech Team.
A pleasant day to everyone, to our university executive officials, VP Tom Testor, deans and directors, department heads, AVP Floro Quindo, OJT coordinators, fellow faculty members, and to all our guest speakers, and most importantly, to our beloved students. Welcome and thank you for attending the Baliksintang Paaralan activity. Thank you to ARCDO for organizing and hosting this event, which provides a great opportunity for the university to continue to engage with our alumni. Our alumni, as stakeholders, will always play a critical role in fostering a culture of excellence at our university. Their voices are very important and significant in pointing us in the right direction, being key contributors to their respective industries. And we recognize their roles as our university's ambassadors. I believe that our alumni are always eager to give back to their alma mater, and this webinar series provides an excellent opportunity for them to do so. Thank you to all of our alumni guest speakers for taking the time to mentor your fellow scholar ng bayan. Your many stories of tribulations and triumphs will undoubtedly inspire our students who want to follow in your footsteps and use education to achieve success. Your presence here today sends a message of hope to all PUPians that despite many limitations, it is possible to rise and that success is within reach with hard work, determination, discipline, and drive. To all of our student participants, may you be inspired and learn from our guest speakers who have already walked the path you're about to take. Listen to the valuable lessons they are about to share, ask questions, and take advantage of this opportunity to gain an understanding of the topics they will be discussing. Always remember that the first step toward achieving one's goals is to learn from others, followed by the courage to apply what you have learned in your own life. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, kaya huwag kayong matakot mangarap sapagkat kung mayroon kayong courage, at saka determination, and you keep on trying, I am sure na makakamit ninyo ang mga magagandang pangarap. Kagaya ng ating mga matatagumpay na alumni na magbabahagi ng kanilang mga karanasan bilang scholar ng bayan. May you, like our successful alumni, finally find the path you want to take and believe that you can be the best at it. And may you never forget the words of our PUP hymn, gagamitin ang karunungan mula sa iyo para sa bayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay ang Sintang Paaralan at pagpalain po tayo ng Panginoong May Kapal.
Okay, so thank you very much po, Dr. Muhi. As always, the message of President Muhi is very heartwarming, and always remember yung mga kataga palagi na sinasabi niya, gagamitin ang karunungan mula sa iyo para sa bayan. So I think everything is set now, and we are all ready to continue with our session for this morning. So allow me, everyone, to introduce our speaker, sir. Our research speaker is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Development Management in 2014 from the College of Business Administration. So he is a young entrepreneur who is the founder of Peculiar Eyewear. Also, he is an angel investor for the numerous startups like Tuala, Secure, a tamper-proof digital signature, the Chat Genie, an in-app commerce platform, GameLab, a game media and gaming company. He is also a Lazada ambassador, Meta Apex, Facebook representative, and a published media buyer for TikTok. He pioneered multiple tools and systems in the Philippines such as live commerce and media buying. He started the retail brand 7 years ago with a capital of 10,000 pesos only. Peculiar Eyewear specializes in designing and producing unique and fashionable eyewear. So the brand represents different people who can defy the odds. Our research speaker's story is a testament to perseverance and the power of a unique vision. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our research speaker for this morning, Mr. Isaac Nathaniel Saliendra. Please give sir a big round of applause. Baka naman tayo dyan, sir. Take it away, sir. Isaac, good morning, sir. I think, sir, ay nakamute.
Hello, can you hear me now? Okay na po?
Yes, sir. Loud and
Hello,
clear.
hi. Hello, hi. A pleasant morning to everyone. So thank you very much for this opportunity na you are with us. Thank you for having me. This is my first time po na may nagsalita for a PUP student. I've been speaking to a lot of different university, but this is my first time speaking from PUP. And I'm really happy for having an invitation.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
from
for accepting
PUP.
our invitation, pa. Thank you, sir.
Opo. So how do you present?
Share screen, sir. Nasa bottom part yung share screen.
Okay.
Apa.
Wait now.
Take your time po. Yes, we can see it now, sir. Okay pa.
So hello. So, wait lang. Yeah. So again, a pleasant morning to everyone. Thank you for joining us for today. So riding the wave for a million at 21. Bago tayo magsimula, gusto ko lang sabihin itong notable line na ito na lagi nagiging inspiration for me since nabasa ko ito. There can be 100 people in the room and 99 of them don't believe in you. but all take is one, and will change your whole life forever. This is quite meaningful for me because when I was starting up, there are a lot of people who would say that you're not gonna make it. Parang there are a lot of comments that I'm quite observed or quite unique or quite different. That's why kaya nga peculiar eyewear eh. Kasi our brand represent individuality that has peculiarity onto them. Ibig sabihin, parang may quirkiness on each and every one of us. And dapat magamit natin yung pagiging quirky natin para at least maging iba tayo sa lahat. Kasi hindi naman pwede na parang 100 tayo lahat, tapos lahat tayo isa lang ng itsura, isa lang tayo ng pakiramdam, isa lang tayo ng lahat-lahat. What if that 100 people, magkakaiba sila na personality, mas mag-grow ang isang organization or mag-grow ang isang community because of the individuality of everyone. So, yun siya. So how I started. So again, I graduated from PUP. Way back 2014, I'm an HR graduate. So Bachelor of Science, major in Human Resource Development Management. Pero bago ang lahat, sa totoo lang, ang gusto kong kurso ay entrepreneurship. Kaso, syempre sa PUP, mabilis mag-ubos yung slot. So hindi na ako nakapag-enter. So ang next niya was like Bachelor of Science, major in Human Resource Development Management. So kaya ako naging HR. Pero in reality, kahit nag-start pa lang ako, gusto ko na talagang mag-enter. Kasi gusto ko pag graduate ako, I have my own business and then that's it. So here are my photos during my stay in PUP. So sometimes we do helping students for my philosophy teacher, who has been an inspiration for me, Sir John Obletes. And then these are some of my classmates. So, part din ako ng isang political organization during my stay in PUP. Pero hindi kami nagbabasag ng nagsusunog ng upuan. Because yeah, it was our time. It was our time, it was a little bit chaotic kasi a lot of people would say negative things about the administration and all, and nagsusunog sila ng upuan. But at the end of the day, joining specific organization, parang ito yung nagturo sa akin na you need to fight for your right. Na there are wrong things that needs to be checked on. And kahit na estudyante ka pa lang, kailangan, alam mo, sa sarili mo, yung mga bagay na kailangan mong gawin o kailangan may paglaban. Kilos PUP really brings my leadership in. Nagjo-join kami ng iba't ibang mga activities. Minsan pinaglalaban namin yung karapatan ng iba't ibang mga tao. And sometimes we develop student as well. So during my stay with them, nag-organize kami ng iba't ibang camp from different departments like Department of Business or Department ng Science. So pupunta kami sa ibang lugar tapos tinuturuan namin yung mga student on how they can be good in their organization somehow. So paano pa talaga nag-start yung pagiging negosyante ko? So when I was as young as high school, sinasamahan ko yung dad ko magtinda ng Silumen, tsaka ng Good Morning Towel sa Luneta. So, nasa bangketa kami. Sinasamahan ko yung dad ko, nagbibenta siya ng mga leather goods sa mga bystander. At yun yung first experience ko as an entrepreneur. So, nandun kami, we're talking about bystanders, mainit and all. But, dun ko natutunan yung pagnenegosyo. Na ang pagnenegosyo ay it's a conversation between two people on a negotiation level. So after ko magkaroon ng experience sa pagtitinda sa sidewalk, kasama ng dad ko, dinala ko siya sa school. So sometimes, nagbebenta ako ng mga M&M, ng mga something, mga maliliit na bagay para at least yun yung pangdagdag na pambaon. After ko mag-graduate ng PUP, gusto ko nang magnegosyo. Kaya lang naisip ko, sayang naman yung work experience ko. I mean, yung napag-aralan ko. So what I did was, I worked as a recruitment specialist for 9 months, and then somehow sabi ko, hindi talaga ako pwede for corporate. Bakit? Actually guys, I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic means I'm a kind of person who's not good at spelling, who's not good at a lot of things. I'm a slow learner. But being a slow learner doesn't mean na I'm not good. It's just, I handle things differently. And I could really say, for the word peculiar itself, I do think always outside of the box. And that's what made me believe that I can do greater things somehow. So yeah, so way back 2014, nag-resign ako with the initial capital of 10,000 pesos. I created the difference. It was a small room. Siguro wala pang 10 square. Isang small room lang siya na maliit. So ako lang for a whole year with the initial capital of 10,000 pesos. And we're able to make it big. How big? I've joined different seminars. Siyempre, sa simula, hindi mo alam kung magiging okay ba, maganda ba yung ginagawa mo, or mag-fail ba. Siyempre, you do have some doubts about yourself. Pero sa dulo ng lahat-lahat, parang wala, mag-aral ka ulit. Kasi e-commerce before way back 2015, 2014, bago lang siya, walang nakakalam kung paano siya gawin. And for me, you charge it to experience. So kahit na seminar ako sa iba't ibang lugar, nag-aaral ako sa YouTube, ganun, gumagala din ako minsan kasi hindi ko pa alam I was lost. Parang umakit kami ng bundok, pupunta kami sa mga isla-isla, kasi I was lost. I really don't know kung ano na yung mangyayari sa akin in the next few years, kung tama ba yung decision ko na magnegosyo. Kasi parang ano mangyayari sa 10,000 pag nawala? Parang after 1 year ba, mag-work na ulit ako? So yeah, there are a lot of questions that needs to be answered. And it was a difficult phase in my life when I was starting it out. Maraming mga tao nagsabi na I wouldn't make it. So these are some of the words that sinabi sa akin when I was starting it. One of my professor mentioned this to me. Hindi na ako magtataka kung after 3 years, wala kang mararating after graduation. Another one goes like, you needed help from the expert. And then one of the well-known vice president of an e-commerce company mentioned this to me. You're not as big as SM. You're wasting my time. And then one of our e-commerce specialists said it to me. I was a young kid kasi noon when I was starting the business. At 20, parang mukha pa akong may sakit. Tapos sira pa yung laptop ko. Sabi sa akin sa lobby, so you are Mr. Saliendra, looking from me from head to toe. And then one of my investors said this to me. So did you really earn this? Tapos parang dinadoubt niya if ako daw ba talaga yung gumagawa nito at ito talagang kinikita namin. And then one of the well-known incubation program, yung mga nag-i-invest sa mga startup, sinabihan ako na, so startup ka? I think you can't be considered. And then we were sponsoring some events at sinasabihan kami na mag-sponsor ka sa event naman yan, late-late lang ng company mo. And then the biggest one na sinasabi when I was starting again was, bata ka lang, anong magagawa mo? Kasi sinasabi nila, you're just 21, wala kang alam sa negosyo and all. But all of these words na sinabi sa akin didn't matter. Because at the end of the day, ikaw or ako, ano lang yung papahalagahan ko, yun yung masaya. At yun yung mahalaga, somehow. So I use all of these things na sinasabi sa akin to prove to them that, hey, I can and I will be good somehow. So fast forward, these are the company that I'm currently part of as a director, as an investor, or as an owner. So we do have Peculiar Eyewear, Game Lab, ChatGenie, and Tuala. So how did I do it? Did I do it alone? Or did I do it by creating a lot of crazy things? No. I did it like this. Remember the photo earlier? So hindi ako nag-focus dun sa mga tao na nagsabi na negative things onto me. I focus on the people na nagtiwala sa akin. So this is me during a PUP blood donation program. And then the gray guy na nakatingin sa akin is currently my lawyer. Who would believe that someone na in-invite ka para mag-donate ng blood will be your lawyer in a few years? Next one is, we have here photo in a food court. So these are all accountants. Yung naka-white na shirt, tsaka naka-pink na t-shirt. So the pink one na t-shirt is currently my CPA and my accountant. So who would have thought na yung mga tao na nakakasama ko dati, they will be part of a continuous journey na gagawin ko in my life. And then another one is, he's a college classmate for 4 years. Hello, so my graduate. Hello, can you turn off your mic? Please check. Game. College, friend namin for almost 4 years. And then right now, she's currently my HR manager. And then right now, here's a photo of the people who did believe on to me when I was starting up, working and being part of Lazada. So this is my sister who was there helping me as always. And then we have Jen Metra. Si Jen Metra, when I was starting out, yung kwento na parang I was going to BGC, I was wearing a polo shirt, mapayat na bata. Sabi ko, I want to be part of Lazada. Gusto kong magnegosyo. Isa lang yung sinabi niya sa akin, sige, tutulungan kita. So yeah, at the end of the day, if you focus on to those people na nagtiwala sa'yo kasi doon sa nagsabi ng negative things onto you, you will be part of a greater thing somehow. This is my first team. So it was our parang our second warehouse actually. This is just part of our orders. And I'm happy na they are still part of the company that we have right now. And currently, this is how big we are. Ito yung picture namin during our training session and our recreational development last year, ginawa sa Laguna. So just imagine, after I graduated, worked for 9 months, and naniwala ako sa sarili ko and believe na, hey, kaya ko itong gawin. And look at all of these people na in the end, nagtiwala din sa akin to create a company that would nurture or create something big. Did I do it alone? No. The things that I have right now are part of a bigger future na there are a lot of people na nagtiwala sa akin. Naniwala sila dun sa vision ko. At pinagkatiwalaan nila ako. Kaya lumaki yung company namin. So, ano ba yung Peculiar Eyewear? So, Peculiar Eyewear, we started selling in Lazada. I have a lot of crazy trainings I did with them. Nakipag-train ako sa kanila. So, we have a lot of different marketing collaterals that I have with them. We partnered with different celebrities. I have been part with Lazada since 2015, and they have trained me both local and international. They've sent me to China to really study on how e-commerce really works there. Lagi akong speaker to numerous events ng Lazada, sharing my journey. As a Lazada ambassador, tinuturuan namin o nag-iimpluwensya kami sa iba't ibang mga seller para mas lumaki pa yung negosyo nila. I have been a Lazada ambassador for almost 5 years. Same with Facebook. I am the only Filipino na nakakapag-talk towards international scene representing the Philippines in Facebook. And I'm happy about it. There are numerous different speaking engagement na ako yung ini-invite ng Facebook, sharing the knowledge that I have towards my work with Peculiar and different brand. Aside from Facebook, na-invite na rin ako for TikTok. I'm the first Filipino to speak on an international scene representing the Philippines about doing TikTok sales. Ang kasama ko dito are mga K-pop superstars. At ako lang yung Filipino at kaya medyo nakaka-intimidate. But at the end of the day, it was a really, really nice experience for me. Nakasama ko na din some of the notable people in e-commerce and then offline and online. And I was part of a speaking engagement with them. My good friend, Carlos Pereira, the current CEO of Lazada, has been a really good friend for me since I started. I still remember at time na we were so small. Maliit lang yung office namin. And then Carlos said that, kaya mo naman eh. Pero in English, sabi niya, you can do this. We will support you and all. And coming from someone na CEO telling you that, it really empowers you somehow. So we pioneered live selling in Lazada. We pioneered live selling also in TikTok and also in Facebook. So I've been invited to numerous speaking engagement na kinukwento talaga kung paano ka mag-grow sa Lazada. Tapos there was a time pa nga in Lazada, you know the login of Facebook, yung kulay blue? There was a time na ako yung login page nila. Kasi nga, parang at the age of 19, I was able to make it big somehow into the e-commerce scene. So we were really teaching a lot of people kung paano ka mag-grow sa e-commerce. With this specific photo, I can proudly say that I've been friends with all of the CEOs in Lazada. And until up till now, actually kakamessage ko nga lang yung isa kaganina because I'm checking onto what's happening somehow. We've been published into numerous publications, My Story, My Humble Beginnings, and also The Brand. If you have time, you can watch my old videos at Facebook. Just search my name. I'm there. Currently, one of the biggest achievements that we have last year was being part of SM Department Store. And it was my sister who's currently our COO, siya yung gumawa ng paraan para at least makapasok kami sa SM Department Store. Kaya minsan pag pupunta kayo sa SM North o kaya sa Mega Mall, makikita nyo doon sa isang stall, Peculiar Eyewear. So wala pa kami sa SM Santa Mesa. So mag-ano muna kayo, Mega Mall, para at least mas malapit. Meron rin kaming clinic. If you want, you can visit our SM North Clinic sa lower ground. Ito yung pinaka-achievement ko for the last 2 years kasi from online to offline. Kasi diba normally, a lot of people would go from offline, mag-online sila. For us, it's a different story. Kami, nag-online kami, and then right now, we are visible through offline. Sa SM, sa clinic, or sa SM department store. We are nabigyan dating partner kami ng Blacklist International. So yung fan ng mga ML dyan, yes, yung mga sinusuot nilang salamin ay galing po sa Peculiar Eyewear. At good friend ko po si V tsaka si Wise, and we've been closely helping them para sa vision nila. One of our notable achievement as well is our partnership with Warner Brothers. So, nag-release kami ng eyewear. License to Nag-release kami ng eyewear ng Justice League. So, we do have Batman, Superman, Flash, Joker, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn. So, we have released 7 iconic characters with different eyewears. Yeah. Here are some of the products that we are currently selling under the license of Warner Brothers. Actually, magaganda yung mga salamin nila. May pang-adult, may pang-kids. Yeah. Another partnership that we did with Warner Brother is our Harry Potter collection. So, yung iba sa inyo hindi na kilalang Harry Potter, pero hopefully, sana kilala niyo sila. We were able to release a collection solemnly depending on to the Harry Potter or the Wizarding World. So, limited cards with testers and kit, limited accessories. Those are some of the designs that we have partnered with them. Wipers and all. So aside from that, I'm proud to say that our company really grew, not just in Metro Manila, but across the region. Currently, we are employed at least 50 farmers. We have our farm. May farm po ang Peculiar Eyewear. Ang farm po namin ay ginawa para at least, naniniwala kasi kami na growth doesn't only depend on to one sector. Growth should be vertical or horizontal. So with the help of Peculiar Eyewear, we're able to help farmers have a really good opportunity growing their families at the same time helping them with livelihood programs. We are in partnership with TESDA with this specific initiative. So may farm po ang Peculiar Eyewear. Kala nyo mga salamin lang. No, meron kaming farm. At dito namin kinukuha minsan yung pinang-regalo sa mga kaibigan or binibenta on different restaurant for an initiative of e-commerce as well. Aside from that, we were able to help students from a specific high school. So, when I was a kid kasi, lagi ako nilabel na maingay, kaya makulit, naging patayo-tayo and all. But in reality, it's a deficiency towards eyes. Mataas yung grado ko when I started studying. Grade 4 pa lang ako, my grade was 300. So I wasn't a lazy kid. It's just, hindi ko nakikita yung nasa blackboard. That's the whole idea. So, ginamit namin yung storyline na yun na student are being labeled na hindi matalino, makulit, pero in reality, hindi lang talaga nila nakikita yung nasa blackboard. So what we did is, kinuha namin yung top student on one specific high school and we donated a graded eyewear to them. And luckily, after ng isang grading period, almost 95% of those students increased their grade. So they're not lazy. It's just they're lacking specific tool to help them increase their performance. And that was eyewear. So yeah, and right now it's still a continuous initiative towards everyone to really continue in helping this student. Kasi just imagine, if kaya mong isolve yung grade ng student by just providing an eyewear, what more can you do? The next company that I would like to share, whom I'm currently director with, is Tuala, enabling trust for a frictionless digital future. What if, put yourself in a really good position na, paano kung lahat tayo naka-paperless? Paano kung ang signatures is natatapos ng isang araw lang? Kasi ngayon how difficult it is. Yung mga naka-work from home, you need to send the papers from BGC to Makati para lang ma-sign. What if kaya mo siyang gawin on one app? That's our vision. So from HR, sales, legal, operation, lahat tayo dito may paper. What if we enter into a paperless society? So yeah, currently, we are a proud member of Cloud Signature Consentro. Ibig sabihin, we are the only Filipino company na member neto. And that's how proud I am as one of its directors. So ano ba na ba yung mga achievement ng Tuala? We have been funded by the DOST. We won an Ideal Space and Cubo Incubation Program. Kami din yung nanalo sila French Tech, French Government Initiative Tech Startup. Currently, we are in talks with PLDT for the distribution of Sen system. Remember the photo na pinakita ko kaganina with the CEOs of Lazada? They actually invested onto Tuala as well. The idea here is, parang if people believe onto you, if nagtiwala sa'yo yung mga tao na yun before, and then it will create a difference somehow. Kasi at the end of the day, if lahat tayo, parang if you use our connection towards building something, it will usually impact your career path as well. Future project is, of course, e-notarization. We are in talks with different local and international government in creating smart contracts with the use of Tuala. Again, we are DOST funded. And one of the biggest thing that we could do is minimizing fraud. Paano po yung minimizing fraud? I know in PUP, we do have a lot of papers. Diploma, IR, ITR mo, and everything else. What if, pagsasama-samahin natin, lahat ng mga diploma mo on one app alone? At least, verifiable siya. At the same time, hindi pa siya madadaya kasi mapapakita mo hindi siya galing recto. So, yeah. I mean, just imagine if lahat ng credentials natin nasa one app na secured. That's the vision of Tuala somehow. The next company that I'll be presenting that I co-own as well is ChatGenie. So, just imagine ordering through Messenger alone. Na kahit hindi mo na kailangan ng kausap or i-chat, just ordering directly to Messenger. We are currently in partner with GCash, PayMongo, and all of the payment option down below. We are also partner with different dispatch team also down below. One of the biggest thing about our company right now, Genie, is we have been named, kasama kami sa Forbes Asia Startup to Rising Startup Top 100. So, yes. Currently, some of my team is currently in the United States for Tech Start Future of E-Commerce, powered by eBay. Looking forward to really parang more investment and all. Currently, we were able to raise 1 million USD, and that's almost 56 million. And looking forward to really change yung ecosystem natin dito, not just in the Philippines, but across Southeast Asia towards an e-commerce journey in Messenger. And then one of the masasabi ko din na gusto ko na company is GameLab. So what's GameLab? GameLab is a gaming company that I have established 2 years ago with some partners. So anong maganda ba sa GameLab? Happy lang ako kasi we were able to send and represent the Philippines in an international scene. So, isa lang naman yung player namin sa overall champion ng IESF o World Esport Championship way back 2023. So just imagine, anong mararamdaman mo if you're able to send someone, a Filipino, to represent your country? And sobrang saya namin nung sila pa yung nanalo at nag-overall champion around the world. So we're really, really grateful to the players that we have. Tapos, on the recent SEA Games, ano rin sila, gold medalist. So, nung bata ka, pinag-aaralan mo lang yun, di ba? Sino yung gold medalist sa ganito, sa ganyan, and everything else, sa HECASI, o sa Araling Panlipunan. But right now, I'm part of it. I was able to send people for a SEA Game, and they won a gold medal. So, parang, hindi na siya fulfilling. It's something na, wow, ang ganda at maganda sa pakiramdam. Aside from Mobile Legend, nag-send din kami ng players for PUBG. I think four of our players are part of a PUBG team naman. Ngayon, balikan natin sa lahat-lahat. Yung sinabi na, there will always be 100 people in the room and 99 of them won't believe in you. Andun nung lahat-lahat is, all it takes is one, and it will change your life forever. So, kahit anong sabihin ng mga tao on a negative aspect on your end, sige, you can call them challenges. Pero, those specific challenges na nakikita mo, use them to make yourself better. And focus on sa mga tao na nagtitiwala sa'yo. Maybe it will start with one. Kasi kahit na nagbenta naman ako sa Lazada, it wasn't my family or my relatives who bought it. Those were strangers who bought the items that I was selling. So yeah, it just takes one. So isang tao lang sa 100 yung magsabi na makitiwala ako sa'yo, and focus on to that. And it will change your life forever. Yeah, I think I'm good. If you have some question, we can proceed. And that's the whole. And thank you very much for watching me for today.
Thank you so much, sir. Maraming salamat po sa pag-share ng iyong experiences. And may mga tanong po ba from our students? Hello. Questions? Kung paano yumaman? Hello. Participants from our students. Meron po bang mga tanong? Please raise hand. Okay. Meron tanong. From Santa Mesa College of Engineering. How do you, sir, ito pa, unang tanong natin. I think from my student, 4th year computer engineering student. How do you keep on going po even if there are, ano to, multiple challenges po in life? Kenneth, can we read? So much challenges po in life.
So actually, yun nga, like what I've said earlier, it's a matter of perspective. So, kasi kapag lagi tayong magfo-focus dun sa ito yung problem, why do it another way around? You focus on to what's the solution or what's your plan A, plan B. Kasi ganun naman eh. Feeling nyo ba madali magnegosyo? Hindi It's really, really difficult. So, sobrang hirap niya. I myself would say na, there were times that I would say na, I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, you're talking to government agencies, you're talking to a lot of people, you're responsible with the life of almost 150 employees. And you don't see it as you have 150 employees. I always see it as this. So you have 150 employees, and it's your job to make their life better. Kasi ikaw yung magsasabi kung ano yung kakainin nila sa Pasko. It's not a joke. So yung 150 na yan, malalaman mo kung may lechon ba sila or may cake sila sa Pasko. Paano? If mag-release ka ng bonus, magkakaroon sila ng cake. Pag mag-release ka ng 13-month pay, magkakaroon sila ng lechon. Pag mag-release ka ng advance na incentive credit na leave, magkakaroon sila ng siguro mamahaling alak. Yun yung kung mag-release ka. What if you're just gonna do the 13-month pay? Because that's the only mandatory thing. So, ang pagkain lang nila is the cake. Yeah. So, parang yun yung mga bagay na kailangan mong isipin. And then, siguro, sabi mo, you're quite okay naman ako. You have attained success somehow. Would you want to continue it? The bottom line is, as always, is yes. Not for the money, but yung mga tao nga na nagtiwala sa'yo moving forward. Doon lang talaga siya nagmamatter. Kasi nga parang, di ba, parang it's all about trust. Your employees trusting you and you trusting them as a process. So yeah, so how do you cope up with challenges in life? Yun, you need to eye for the process and do something about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. At how to be you, sir? Ang lakas ng loob.
Sakto lang. Siyempre marami tayong lugi, pero hindi natin pinapokus yung lugi. Pero yeah, ganun talaga ang buhay eh.
Yes, sir. Another question po. How do you handle po setbacks and failures on your journey? Related na.
Related naman. Pero sa totoong buhay kasi talaga, parang just need to think, ano yung saan nagsimula yung problema? There are difference between your problems right now and then what's the problem down under. Kasi pwedeng yung problema mo ngayon na, kunyari, example is, parang hindi okay yung mga staff mo. Not necessarily mean na hindi okay yung mga staff mo, yun yung pinaka-problem. Maybe it's the core management. Maybe it's a policy na in-implement mo. You need to know the root problem before parang fixing the problem. So, parang ano lang yan, parang research. Kailangan mong i-research talaga.
Root cause analysis.
Yeah. Kasi pag magde-decide ka agad na, ay, masama kasi si ganito, kaya ganyan. No. Dapat, alamin mo kung ano talaga yung naging problem. Yeah. And luckily, nasa-solve naman namin.
Thank you, sir. Another po, parang maraming gustong maging entrepreneur at magkaroon ng business. What are your tips po on building a successful business po? How would you know if it is worth the risk?
If it's worth the risk, if kinakabahan ka, that means it's worth the risk. Okay, ito yung like ko sinasabi sa lahat ng gusto magnegosyo. Pag magnenegosyo ka, willing ka bang magsunog ng pera? And if your answer is yes, that means you're good. If magnenegosyo ka pero gusto mo na yung 10,000 mo ay babalik agad sa'yo, huwag kang magnenegosyo. That's it. Always remember, in every company or in every business that I own, it's pag nagbato ka ng pera, isipin mo, na-carn up ka na o nawala na yan. Especially kapag nag-work, pag nagnenegosyo ka. Kasi yung pinunuhunan mo, i-assume mo na hindi yun babalik. Kasi
parang
ganun talaga yung negosyo eh. Oo. Parang, hindi pwede na pinuhunan ko to, gusto ko to lumaki agad. No. Pinuhunan mo to, pag nagkapuhunan ka dito, kasama na mawawala siya. Pero yung binayad mo doon, i-charge mo as your experience. Kunyari, nalugi ka ng siguro mga 10,000, ganun. Parang, nalugi ako, magiging magmumukmuk ka na. No. Isipin mo, yung 10,000 na yun yung binayad mo para ma-experience mo yun. Para next time, pag magnenegosyo ka, ito pala dapat yung gagawin ko.
Yes, sir. Another one po. Also po, how do you stay motivated din po and focus during those times?
Ito walang joke. Isip mo talaga yung mga empleyado mo. Hindi siya joke. Kasi kung ako lang din naman, okay, wala akong anak, wala akong asawa, wala akong may kapatid ako, pero hindi naman, okay naman kami. I mean, sinasabi nga ng mom ko minsan parang, Parang, ba't mo kailangan mag-work? Eh, parang may bahay naman na tayo and all. It's not because I wanted to get rich. It's building trust. May mga tao na nakasalalay yung buhay sa'yo. At some of my employees are sobrang tagal na. Some of them are like 9 or 8 years na sa amin. So just imagine, parang ang sama ko naman kung biglang, ay, ayaw ko na, natatamad na ako. Or ibebenta ko yung negosyo ko sa iba and then tatanggalin sila. Parang ayaw ko nung ganun. Kasi, just imagine, kasi I don't see employees as employees. I see them as parang people who did believe onto you. Tapos sabihin niyo ba, binabayaran mo naman sila. No, hindi yung ganun. They're spending their life with you. Paano kung ang buhay expectancy lang talaga ng tao, siguro 30, tapos nag-work sila sa'yo ng 10, tapos nag-aral sila ng 20 years, parang development. So naubos nila yung buong buhay nila ng pag-work sa'yo. Parang ganun mo siya iisipin. So you don't stop because you're comfortable na. You continue because there are people that matters and there are people who did trust you. Parang dapat hindi. Yeah. Continue working pa din for
Umaasa
them,
sa'yo,
not
sir.
for you.
Ano?
Yeah.
Looking
Ganun
up.
mo siya isipin.
Yes, thank you po. So, meron po bang mga questions from sir? Sir Isaac?
Wala na kayong tanong, no?
Student. Sir, mga direct message sa akin na nandito yung mga ano yun.
Sige po, tanong nyo lang po.
Chat box.
Minsan lang. Pero again, thank you very much for having me. I've been wanting to speak to PUPs since I started. Parang nakapag-speak na ako sa Ateneo, LaSalle, Letran, UST. It's my first time speaking in PUP. And at sa makapakita ko, totoo tayo ng buhay. I mean, hello, 12
Yes.
pesos tuition. I mean, nasa
Ito
Lagoon.
talaga yung PUP yan, ano sir, kailangan ma-inspire. Pag yung baliksinta talaga, parang ngayon naman kailangan kong mag-pay back through my talks. Di ba? As PUP yan, sabi nga, gagamitin ang karunungan mula sa iyo para sa bayan.
Yeah.
Okay, may mga questions pa po ba? And kami po sir ay nagpapasalamat din sa
Thank you din po.
inyong pagtanggap sa aming invitasyon as the resource speaker for today. So I think we have learned a lot. Thank you sir for the plenty of food for thoughts from our resource speaker. So
Thank you, guys.
meron pa ba? Meron po tayong evaluation for the for the participants rather. Kindly answer the evaluation posted on the chat box, and may we call on my partner, Professor Jane Pulma, for the certificate of appreciation to our speaker. Kindly share it to the screen.
Okay, so good morning, sir. Good morning, sir, sa Isaac. So,
Hello.
yes po. Sir, we would like to extend our invitation. Sana maka-join kayo. Ang company nyo this coming March 13 to 19 will be having a job fair. Gusto ko rin kasi at least ma-showcase natin yung company nyo na isa sa alumni is may-ari ng isang company.
Oh, thank you po.
By the way,
So,
Professor Jane Pulma is the Chief of Career Development, Career and Placement Services ng Alumni Relation and Career Development Office.
and as part of the College of Business and Administration, as part-timer, way back, congratulations. Kasi at least na-prove nyo na ang tatak PUP yan ay walang sinusukuan. Okay? So, as HRDM, di ba? Wala namang nag-expect na magiging CEO kayo at magkakaroon kayo ng sarili nyong brand at magkakaroon kayo ng sarili nyong company. At maliit lang yung, sabihin na nating puhunan. Di ba? So, ano ba yung mga namimiss mo, sir, dito sa PUP? Si Pewa? Si Virgin?
Ano ba siya? Yung lugaw?
Yung alilugaw natin.
Meron pa ba? Meron pa ba? Wala na.
Yes, meron pa, sir. Meron pa dito yung sa may ano, diba? Dito sa may simbahan.
Pero nagmahal na, Neng.
Medyo mahal nga lang. Pero at least, di ba? So, congratulations. At least, sir, you proven your worth na yan ang tatak PUP yan. Tama ba?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, this certificate of appreciation is hereby given to Mr. Isaac Nathaniel Salendra, Chief Executive Officer, Peculiar Art Eyewear, in grateful acknowledgement of his engagement and insightful academic contribution as resource speaker, importing unparalleled knowledge and expertise on the topic Riding the Waves for a Million at 21. A unique journey of peculiar eyewear during the webinar series with the title Baliksintang Paaralan, the PUP webinar series held on January 24, 2024 via Zoom and Facebook Live. Given this 24th day of January 2024 at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Santa Mesa, Manila, signed Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director, Tomas O. Tistor, MPA Vice President for Students Affairs and Services. So in behalf of our office and in behalf of the PUP po, congratulations po.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, Ma'am Jane, for presenting the certificate of appreciation to Mr. Isaac Salendra. And at this point in time, again, may we call on Ma'am Jane for the closing remarks.
So again, good afternoon po. Pasensya na ako rin daw pala ang closing remarks. So, maraming salamat sa ating mga kaisko at kaiska na ngayon ay nandito sa ating Baliksintang Paaralan. So, ilang taon na tayo guys magkakasama? It almost again, siguro since nag-pandemic 2020, magkasama na po tayo sa webinar series at patuloy niyong sinusuportahan ang mga activity ng Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. So, in behalf of our office, we would like to extend our appreciation and gratitudes para sa patuloy niyong pagsuporta hindi lang po sa year-round career development webinar. We also do have this kind of activity to showcase and build linkages between the alumni and our student. At syempre, di ba, para din mabigyan natin ng highlight at mapakita natin ang ating mga notable alumni para meron kayong inspirational or meron kayong tanglaw sa ating pag-akyat sa gusto nating puntahan na matagumpay sa ating specialization or sa kursong ating tinatahak ngayon. So, in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, maraming salamat in joining us. And Sir Isaac, again, maraming salamat sa pagpapaunlak nyo sa ARCTO sa activity na to. At nawa ay hindi lang ito yung katapusan at simula pa lang ito sa pagtulong nyo sa ating sintang paaralan. Hindi lang sa sintang paaralan, syempre ang ating mga kaisko at kaiska. Syempre meron dyang, sir, baka naman meron kayong available na trabaho para po sa ating mga estudyante kahit
Meron pala yung
part-time.
naghahanap ng OJT. So,
Ayun,
Tuala
isa
is looking
pa,
for,
diba?
Tuala is looking for OJT, Peculiar is looking for OJT. So, maybe just, visit, ano ba? Ay, message ko na lang po sa inyo kung saan sila mag-send ng resume. So, we're looking
Yes,
for
sir.
OJTs.
Opo.
I
No
will be
problem,
happy
sir.
to,
By the way, we do have several colleges here at Malamang. Most of them are looking for OJTs and this activity is currently live on Facebook. So talagang ba pwedeng balik-balikan at meron na rin po kaming syempre YouTube, hindi magpapuhuli ang aming offices. Meron na kaming ArcDoTV. So, lahat kayo guys, kung hindi pa kayo nakapollow, you can follow us. So, maraming salamat. So, in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, sa ating mga estudyante mula sa PUP Main, different colleges, College of Engineering, College of Business Administration, College of Social Science and Development, sa ating mga branches and campuses all over Luzon. Siyempre, meron tayong Ragay, Bulacan, etc., Sablayan. At syempre, hindi rin natin pwedeng kalimutan yung ating mga estudyanteng nakaantabay ngayon na hindi PUP yan. So, kailangan natin silang i-acknowledge at pasalamatan in joining us. Hindi man po kayo PUP yan at hindi man po kayo nag-aaral, alam kong merong sa heart nyo or merong konting pagmamahal or konting naiambag sa inyo ang aming mga programa. So maraming salamat po sa aming listener all over Zoom and all over Facebook, well as YouTube. So Sir Isaac, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Jane, and thank you, participants. Can we give Sir Isaac heart reacts po for generously sharing, answering all the questions of our participants related to the topic.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Po.
Thank you. Thank you. Sana na-inspire kayo. Tasan niyo yung evaluation.
Thank you, sir.
Tasan yung evaluation para ma-invite pa ulit ako.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, engineer.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences and for inspiring our scholar ng bayan today. So we are inviting everyone to please open po your camera for the photo op. Tech team, pakitulungan tayo para po makapag-picture. Stop the spotlight para lahat Uy, may mga faculty, yung mga kaibigan ko from IMO, Engineer Natividad, Sir Jonathan Manarang, IC from Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering ng mga faculty, our beloved Dean of the College of Engineering. Napakarami po nating faculty dito. Sir Ruel Cabrera from iTech. And pasensya na po yung mga hindi ko nakita. Thank you so much po for supporting our activity every time na tayo ay humihingi ng support from them. Take it away. Just keep on smiling po. Pang-ilan na tayo, Neng? We have 5 frames, I think. Okay, last na po. 1, 2, 3, smile. There you go. Thank you po ulit. To all participants, do not forget to answer the evaluation form posted in our chat box here in Zoom and the comment section on our FB page for you to receive your e-certificate through your email. Kindly visit the PUP Alumni Facebook page, then like and share the live stream video so that other students and alumni can be able to learn and inspire from our webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, so that concludes our morning session. Thank you all for taking the time from our busy schedules to join us here this morning. It's been a pleasure again to host this event, and I hope you were inspired by the talk of our resource speaker, Mr. Isaac Nathaniel Salandra. Once again, I'm Engineer Rulito Mahagwa, your Master of Ceremony and moderator for this event. God bless everyone and be safe. Before we part ways this morning, let us all sing with enthusiasm the PUP hymn.
Tanggap ka ng bayan, panaya ng
Maraming salamat pong muli. Sir Isaac, na-miss mo ba yung himno ng PUP? Sir, na-miss mo rin ba yung PUP ngayon? Yung PUP ngayon, pag
Opo.
nakita mo, ang ganda-ganda.
Di pa nga ako nakapunta. Invite nyo nga ako.
Sabihin nyo lang, sir, dun sa guard, napupunta kayo ng ARCDO.
O yung sa career something you mentioned earlier.
PUP Career Center, sir, sa amin to, itong office
Sige,
namin.
pa-email na lang po para at least pwede
Okay,
kami
sir.
po. Thank you guys for really joining in for today. It was iba talaga pag PUP din yung kasama. I mean, I talked to a lot of universities but being talking to PUP, I mean, iba.